Okay, how are we doing? This is the last clip. This is a summary. So far we've looked at containers, mattresses, sheets, keeping babies warm, and placement in the bed. And this is just a simple summary of Safe Sleep messages. There's much more information elsewhere, and we will also make a full briefing video elsewhere. But for now, just remember, if it's easy to breathe, then it's safe to sleep. Easy to breathe, safe to sleep. How do you make it easy to breathe? You understand how your baby breathes. Okay? Before they're born, they get their oxygen through their blood. But once they're born, they get it through their airway. The very first breath, your baby's precious first breath, is when they first use their airway, and that is the nose. They only use the nose. That is the only way oxygen gets through to their airways. So we need to protect the face. It's very important. There are a few other ways in which your baby is a bit different from you. Okay, they're developing, they're not finished, they've got a lot more work to do. And one of them is this beautiful head. It's a large and heavy head given the size of your baby. Now my baby is plastic, so I can do this, but don't you do this. When you look at a baby's head, there's a big bulge at the back. It hangs over their spine. Ours don't. Now that heavy head is to help them stay positioned on the back. Nature has provided your baby with a pillow, if you like. It's a way to think about it. And that is what your baby needs to lie on. Nothing else. Nothing under the head, because that is what weighs them down and protects the airway. They also need to have a straight tube, a straight airway so the oxygen can get through. So lying flat and level, not propped. Propped will help them come forward. They need to be flat and level to be safe. And that way it'll be easy to breathe. So on the back is easy to breathe. Face clear is easy to breathe. Smoke free is easy to breathe. These are important messages. If you had a PepiPod, you'd get a lot more information in your PepiPod pack. You can't here. But one of the things that you would get would be this little card and tube. Now, because you can't have one, we're going to have a sort of a pseudo one. So here's a little piece of tube. You can use a drinking straw or even a piece of hose. But the idea is this is a baby's airway. It's not actually, but it's pretending to be a baby's airway. And oxygen needs to get in. And there are 4 ways it can block. 1, if it's blocked at the start, covered. 2, if it's squished. 3, if it's bent. And 4, if it's pressed. Covered, squished, bent, pressed. Okay, so let's try that. Cover, yep. Squished, yes. Bent, yes. Pressed. Let's try it backwards. Pressed, yes. Bent, yes. Squished, yes. Covered. Okay? Covered means covers over the face. Squished means down the back of the couch or squished into mum or dad. Bent means flopped because they were in their car seat or they were in a propped up position. And pressed means something heavy across their little chest. Okay? Or they're pressed, their weight is leaning into something. So those are the 4 ways that a baby can suffocate. And that's a very important message for you, not just to use to protect your baby, but to use to protect others. So, covered, pinched, bent, pressed. If you can demonstrate that to Nanny, to your sister, to your cousin, to your friends, over the phone, because we can't do it in person this next 4 weeks, but if you can share that information, you are also saving lives. And that's what we're all doing at the moment. So, I ask you to remember the 2 messages. 1, easy to breathe, safe to sleep. 2, share your knowledge, protect more babies. Share your knowledge, protect more babies. And that is the spirit of the Peppy Pod program. So I thank you for your attention, and I hope you have an interesting 4 weeks with lots of stories and memories. I hope it's a good one. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask us about your baby, about your baby's sleep, about your baby's safety, about anything to do with your little one at this time, ask them on our website, and we will answer them, all of them. So our website is peppypod.co.nz, and if you go to the COVID page of peppypod.co.nz, that is where we can answer you and interact with you. I do hope you have some questions. I do hope you keep in touch. We do want to support you. You need to be supported. These are tough times, and you're doing a very important task. You're doing the most important task. You are raising the future. So with all our love from Change for Our Children, I am Stephanie Cowan, Director, wishing you the very best for the next 4 weeks, and may your babies sleep safely, and may you stay calm.